On the news this morning, Governor Soludo assures to build more access roads in communities. Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University inducts more graduates into Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Federal government ASUU court case adjourned to September 19. European Parliament says Hungary can no longer be considered a full democracy. Hello, beautiful morning to you and welcome to Breakfast News. I am David Okpopasele. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. We begin from Mmiata Anam, where Governor Chukwuma Soludo has assured that Anambra West local government area will feel the impact of his administration. Governor Soludo gave the assurance during the Umueza Anam Mmiata Nzam Road Section 2 flag-off. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadora has the details.
Governor Soludo, while flagging off the Mmiata Nzam Road, noted that Anambra West local government headquarters will become motorable come January next year. He said that the condition of Anambra West, Obaru, and Okanot local government areas are part of the things that motivated him into contesting for governorship. He assured that his administration will ensure that these three local government areas will feel much impact of government presence, adding that funding projects that has great impacts on Anambra is paramount in his administration. Governor Soludo maintained that more access routes will connect Anambra West and other parts of the state to enable them supply their farm produce to other parts of the state.
And that is we can only no oh, if I about the dividend, the credit, part of it, belongs to each and every person who worked very hard for us to win the election.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Anambra West Local Government Area, Mr. Felix Ikechi, while assuring that the people of Anambra West will play their part to ensure the completion of the project, thanked Governor Soludo for fulfilling his promise.
On behalf of the good people of Anambra West, I welcome you to Anambra West, the food basket of the state. Today is symbolic. Our hope is restored today. At a point, it looked as if this road seemed elusive and unachievable. But we thank God that solution is here today. The significance of this road, the strategic significance of this road cannot be overemphasized.
The member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedo Bidigwe, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Tony Collins Wabwanne, while expressing happiness over the project, highlighted other areas within the local government that needed government attention.
Address in the Anambra West. Mbose Imonku, Bulo Oko, Anambra West, and Oka North, know the most marginalized local government of Anambra State. Ndebai, Nakere Niva. Anambra, Kadiva Sobuda, Ayuna, Zulu, Yamaya. Omonam, Ivaja, Bogo, Bogo.
Some members of the State House of Assembly and Executive Council members were present during the commissioning. Handing over the site certificate to the contractor and cutting of ribbon marked the official flag-off. From Mmiata, Valentine Mbadora reporting, Fabius News.
Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim has reassured that the programs and policies of the Professor Chukwuma Soludo-led administration are structured in a way to tremendously favor youth in the state. The Deputy Governor gave the assurance when members of the executive and some members of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYC and Anambra State Chapter paid him a courtesy visit in his office at the Government House in Awka. Our Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Deputy Governor Ibezim, who pointed out that the activities of the present administration are designed to uplift the living standard of Anambra, said that the welfare of the youths is among the top priorities of the Professor Soludo government. Dr. Ibezim reiterated that entire Anambra need to combine efforts with the state government to enthrone the proposed livable and prosperous state. He asked the state executive of the NYCN to endeavor to make Anambra youths proud through the various positions given to them to serve the people, as according to him, opportunity to occupy leadership positions should be for positive impact and delivering of selfless services and not for personal gains.
I asked for employment in the Anambra employment. So there must be something they can check where they are. And me, I believe if they are doing check, but that you want to be a leader, to make a difference. And yes, I go and engage the all
Speaking earlier, the state chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Savio Emeka Obi, while commending Professor Soludo government for proactive efforts already making towards the actualization of its campaign promises, assured that Anambra NYCN and the entire youths in the state are solidly behind the government and will contribute their quota in making the state better. Survey Obi appealed to the state government to come to the aid of the state NYCN in aspects of funding, means of mobility, assistance of the organization's skill acquisitions and empowerments for the youths, among others.
For all the support so far you are giving to the youth of Anambra under various umbrella of youth that has converged to move the activities, the programs of the youth, and to ensure that the implementation of various programs of the youth by this government is actualized. We want to thank you, and we want to categorically say at this very moment, we wouldn't know any other person who would have been a better deputy governor than you, sir.
In a vote of thanks, the Oka North Local Government Area Coordinator of the state NYCN, Comrade Chibuzo Onukube, applauded the youth's friendliness of the state governor, Professor Soludo, and his deputy, Dr. Ibezim, expressing hope that the youths have brighter future under their tenure.
I want to especially thank you for giving us this privilege to come and interact with you and also share some of the ideas, the templates we have for our youth. I also want to thank you for promising us that your door will always be open for us.
From Government House in Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
43 medical graduates from the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University have been inducted into the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. The event, which took place at the premises of the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakoka, attracted the Registrar, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria, Dr. T.A.B. Sanusi, the university community, family and friends, students, the Anambra State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Echeng, among others. Our health correspondent, Chibuzo Okoye, was at the event from where he filed this report.
Addressing the new inductees, the registrar, who commended the mutual relationship between the Anambra State government and the university, told the new graduates that they must be of good conduct, abide by the ethics of the profession at all times, as their profession is a highly regulated field. Dr. Sanusi warned them that the council possesses the rights to sanction or reprimand any of them, even as he called on them to continue to work in order to protect and safeguard the lives of the people.
With due respect, let me appreciate the government of Anambra State for what they've been doing for this university. We listed quite a lot of deficiencies. By the time we came in and we went around yesterday, we were impressed with what we saw. I'm happy the commissioner is here.
The Anambra State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, in her speech said that Governor Chukwuma Soludo administration is determined to positively turn around the health sector of the state and asked the new doctors to take their job seriously.
That they observe their code, the code they have just sworn to, because being a medical doctor means a lot, but above all, it means living for humanity. Living not for yourself, forgetting yourself, and living for humanity. That is the meaning of being a medical doctor.
According to the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Greg Nwakobi, they have completed the construction of Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences through Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, which is part of the requirements by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria to increase the quota given to the institution, and urged the new inductees to be good ambassadors of the university at all times, and commended Governor Soludo for his benevolence to the university.
The essence of this structure is to make it possible for the students who are being trained in medical sciences to be close to the teaching hospital, where they can assess the clinical aspect of their training and learning, and at the same time be fully prepared to face their tomorrow.
The Provost, College of Education of the University, Professor Emmanuel Oji, told the ABS that they are working tirelessly to make the university one of the best in the country, and told the inductees to be good ambassadors of the school. The pioneer Provost of the College of Medicine of the university, Professor Frank Akwaka, equally delivered a speech during the event. Dr. Lillian Amushonike emerged as the overall best graduating students of the set. Induction proper by the graduates climaxed the event. From Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University Teaching Hospital, Amakwaka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The Governor, Rotary International District 9142, Mrs. Grace Okaro, has paid a courtesy visit to the Managing Director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sachido Bidegwu, at the corporate headquarters of the organization in Awka. Mrs. Okaro, who was in company of key members of the district, was on an official visit to Anambra State and familiarization of Rotary International clubs in the state. Correspondent Kenneth Kutukwode tells us more.
Welcoming the district governor and her entourage, ABS MD Sachido appreciated Rotary International for all they do which are geared towards uplifting humanity. He highlighted the efforts of the state government in ensuring a prosperous and livable homeland for Anambra, a vision, he said, is in tandem with that of Rotary, which gives room for partnership, and urged Rotarians to be true to their ideals and always tailor the aims and objectives of the group to be all-inclusive.
I want to say that since you have been cooperating with my predecessors, what have you done to me that I wouldn't cooperate with you? We have to continue partnering. We definitely have to continue partnering. We are here. If there are things and areas we think that ABS would collaborate or partner with you, we're here and we're available to partner with you.
In her address, the district governor, Mrs. Okaro, noted that the visit is important as it helps foster partnership for progress, as the visit gives her the opportunity to familiarize with about 10 clubs in Anambra State to know their challenges and chart a way forward. She appreciated the ABS boss for the warm welcome and extension of hand of partnership.
Because we need to be prepared. We need people to know what we are doing, because we are misconceived. People out there don't understand what we do, and we need the media to assist us to get the message out there. And that is why it's important for us to be here.
The chairman, Rotary International Stakeholders, District 9142, Mr. Abuchi Nwozo, and an assistant governor of Rotary International, Mr. Charles Chika, explained that Rotary is an open association for all who seek to make impact on humanity and make a difference. in the world. Members of the ABS Board of Management, including the Director of News and Current Affairs, Mr. Gabe Okpaleze, the Director of Administration, Lady Tina Ekenta, that of Engineering, Mr. Paul Okoye, joined the ABS Director to welcome the visitors. The District Governor later decorated ABS MD with Rotary tag and presented souvenirs to him. In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
And a special report now. The Nigerian National Assembly had in 2006 promulgated the National Building Code aimed at providing the minimum standards necessary to safeguard life and property, guarantee public health and welfare by effectively regulating the process of design, approval, construction, use and occupancy, creation and maintenance of all buildings and structures. In spite of this National Building Code 2006, which lays down minimum provisions for buildings need in order to ensure public safety, reports show about 400 deaths and over 100 injuries owing to building collapse from 2013. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekwi Ajde tells us more on what is being done to address the issue of building collapse in the country.
Non-legislation and enforcement of this building code by the National Assembly, some regulatory and professional bodies in the built environment counted as one of the reasons for the incessant building collapse in Nigeria. Rising from a meeting in Abuja, presidents of the bodies, through the president of the Council for the Regulation of Engineers in Nigeria, COREN, Engineer Ali Alimasuya Rabiu, also counted non-domestication of the National Building Code, the use of non-professionals who have no capacity in projects, non-verification of building design, use of substandard materials, disparity between the design and construction in Nigeria as some of the causes of building collapse in Nigeria. They said the development control officers contribute largely to the collapse of buildings in Nigeria and should be held accountable for most of the collapses. The group, however, made some recommendations on how best to curb building collapse to the barest minimum, saying that there is need for an act on enforcement and compliance of the approved National Building Code by the National Assembly. According to the professional bodies, government should set up a construction court to handle cases of misconduct, while state governments must domesticate the codes, which the forum of regulatory bodies in the built environment would drive. They also advocated synergy amongst professionals in the built environment, government and regulatory bodies, as well as introduce functionality tests for buildings from two-story buildings upwards.
The ARCON, that is the Architects Registration Council of Nigeria, issue ARCON professional registered number to its professionals on any design they submit for approval. And COREN should also duplicate same here, COREN registration number. The need for the enforcement of the use of standard materials. 10, the need for collaboration for all the professionals to collectively visit construction sites as a team. For example, what we are saying here is that COREN ERM teams will liaise with the monitoring teams of other regulatory bodies to visit particular sites in their jurisdiction.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide, ABS News.
Now, still from Abuja, the National Industrial Court has again adjourned the suit filed by the federal government challenging the ongoing strike by the university lecturers to September 19. Recall that the court has summoned the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities asked it to appear before it last Monday in Abuja over the 7-month-old strike. But at the first hearing, Justice Polycarp Haman adjourned the matter till Friday, September 16 to enable both parties to file the necessary papers for the suit. However, at the resumed sitting on Friday, the court announced that the case is further adjourned till next Monday. The counsel to the federal government, James Igwe, earlier asked the court to give the suit an accelerated hearing due to the urgency of the matter to enable the students to return to school. Mr. Igwe told the court that since the matter was already in court, it will be proper for the strike to be called off pending the determination of the suit. Hungary can no longer be considered a full democracy. The European Parliament has said in a statement following its adoption of a report on Thursday. The Parliament said the situation has deteriorated such that Hungary has become an electoral autocracy. In the report, Parliament members listed a range of concerns, including about the function of the country's electoral system and judicial independence. They also expressed fears about academic and religious freedoms, as well as with the rights of vulnerable groups, including ethnic minorities, LGBTQ people, human rights defenders, refugees, and migrants. The motion, which was passed with 433 votes in favor, 123 against, and 23 abstentions, calls on the European Council and the European Commission to devote more attention to the systemic dismantling of the rule of law in Hungary. In particular, the European Parliament calls for the Commission to withhold all Hungary's EU funds. And then finally on sports, reigning African table tennis champion Kadiri Haruna is thrilled to have moved one step up in the International Table Tennis Federation World Ranking for men's singles. Haruna, who defeated Egyptian rival Omar Assar 4-3 in the keenly contested final at the ITTF competition in Algeria last week, is now ranked 14th in the world following his remarkable feat in the competition. The 33-year-old amassed 500 points at the ITTF competition to unseat Tim Boll of Germany, who previously occupied the 14th spot. Reacting to his upward ranking, Haruna said, "Indeed, it's a kind of consolation. I'm very happy everything happens for a reason. I hope to improve on this. Algeria is a country I'll never forget. It is my first time there and I won. It will be an everlasting memory for me." That is according to Haruna Kadri. Haruna's countryman, Taiwo Mate, moved up 63 spots to the 91st position in the ranking, his highest ever placing. And that's the news this morning. Thanks for joining us. I am David Obukwasibo. Remember, you can follow news from any part of the world on ABS by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television. You can follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV or log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point, again, we told you that Governor Soludo has assured to build more access roads in communities. We also told you that Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University has inducted more graduates into the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Federal government ASUU court case has been adjourned to September 19 as European Parliament has said Hungary can no longer be considered a full democracy. We remind you that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. The weekend show continues right after now. Stay with us.